Electoral office in high election preparations. 5 alleged gunmen killed by police yesterday. Protesters meanwhile call for probe into a police shooting in St. Thomas. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA officers had to rush into Stony Hill, St. Andrew, trying to capture a monkey which was spotted in trees on a property in the community yesterday. Reports are that the monkey escaped from a nearby property. The officers have reportedly been on the location since 10 a.m. yesterday, and we still haven't determined whether he was caught. The incident comes less than 3 months after authorities interdicted a vessel off St. Elizabeth Coast which was carrying exotic animals including 4 monkeys, 12 parrots, and an ocelot. According to the Jamaica Electoral Office, preparations for the upcoming general elections are well underway. In an interview with Glasspool Brown, the Director of Elections stated that the EOJ is well along in its efforts to hire election day personnel, aiming for in excess of 30,000 persons to assist on that day. These election day workers' training has been going well, he continued, and it should be finished in a couple weeks. Election is due this year, and everyone is waiting on the Prime Minister to make that announcement this soon. Meanwhile, if the PNP takes power in the upcoming administration, it has promised to provide incentives for healthcare professionals by providing 5,000 homes through the National Housing Trust. Dr. Alfred Dawes, the opposition's health spokesperson, stated on Sunday night that every healthcare worker should have a simple route to home ownership and in favor of that idea. According to him, the PNP has a plan to make more cheap housing available. Dr. Dawes was speaking at a national youth rally in St. Andrew, which was organized by the party's youth affiliates, PNPYO, and the Patriots. And as the police continued their Clean Up Jamaica campaign yesterday, during a major police operation along Jacks Hill Road in St. Andrew, 5 alleged gunmen were gunned down by the police. 4 illicit weapons were seized, including an M16 rifle. And reports are that about 12:50 p.m., the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch CTOC reported a search 10 Jacks Hill Road for illegal weapons. Upon arrival at the location, the police team reportedly came under heavy gunfire. The gunfire was returned, and when the shooting subsided, 5 men were seen suffering from bullet wounds. And following their transfer to hospital, they were all declared dead. A search of the area led to the recovery of 4 weapons, which includes an M16 rifle, a shotgun, a Glock 17 pistol, a Taurus 9mm pistol, as well as an undetermined quantity of assorted ammunition. The men have not yet been identified. Some 184 police fatal shootings have been recorded since the start of this year, compared with 83 over the same period last year. 22 have been killed this month alone, averaging one a day. Meanwhile, scores of placard-bearing residents staged a protest on Monday morning along the southern coastal highway near the St. Andrew-St. Thomas border, calling for a thorough probe into a police fatal shooting last Friday. The residents who blocked the 11 miles main road on Friday continued their demonstration yesterday over the killing of 33-year-old Shane Samuels, a laborer of Review Pen, 11 Mile Bull Bay in St. Thomas. Police reports suggest that Mr. Samuels was part of a group of men who fled from the authorities during an operation in Review Pen, but residents, including his sister Kimberly, are refuting the police account, insisting that Samuels did not have a gun. She said her brother was with a group of men working when they saw a vehicle with masked men, and not knowing who these masked men were, they started to run. The masked men, who happened to be police, saw the men running and opened fire. Her brother, who it is said was the last to run, was shot and collapsed in a gully. The police, as usual, always say a gun was recovered, even when none was found. A licensed firearm holder filed a robbery in the Scotiabank parking lot on Port Royal Street in downtown Kingston about 3:40 yesterday afternoon. Reports are that a female employee of the banking institution was walking to her car when an alleged robber accosted her for her belongings. According to bystanders, during a struggle, a licensed firearm holder intervened and discharged his weapon at the assailant. The would-be robber was reportedly shot, but he still managed to flee the scene before the police arrived. And the incident has left nearby business owners and employees shaken. On to sports cricket, the West Indies lost their first T20 international against Australia at Sabina Park on Sunday night, going down by 3 wickets. Set 190 to win, the Australians got to their target with 7 balls to spare. Cameron Green, who made 51, and debutant Michael Owen 50, did the job for the visitors, who helped their recovery from 78 runs for 4 wickets. Earlier, the Caribbean side centre bat first posted 189 for 8 of their 20 overs. So the West Indies lost 3-0 in the Test series and are now down 1-0 in the T20. Maybe they need to stop playing cricket. On to football, defending champions Fraser's Whip and Arnett Gardens scored big wins as the regular season of the Jamaica Women's Premier League came to an end on Saturday, and both now prepare for the start of the semi-finals. Destiny Powell scored 4 goals as Fraser's Whip blanked Mile Gully 11-0 at Royal Lakes, while Shakira Douglas bagged 6 goals to lead Arnett Gardens to a 14-1 win over Real Mobe at Jared Park. And with second place Cavaliers completing their schedule the previous week, the other semi-finalists Las Perfectas were held to a 1-all draw by Springers United at Erwig High. And that's going to be news and sports on your favorites radio station. My name is Mikey Bones. I got.